Hey, what's up, Instagram? Good morning. This is Superior Shelby. I'm a business development coach, and I help you guys develop your businesses from scratch all the way up until however much income you're looking to make. So I was about to go out to the gym, hence the reason why I got on like running clothes. And before I decided to go out, I actually seen a breaking news article about student loan forgiveness, which is so exciting to talk about it. But I wanted to go into it a little bit deeper so y'all can have understanding of who can get the student loan forgiveness and who cannot. All right. So happy Sunday. I hope everybody had an amazing business week. All right. So let's get into it. Now, there's been a lot of stuff going on about this whole student loan forgiveness situation. And if you have gotten like financial aid, student loans, and all kinds of good stuff, every time something comes up about student loans, it is something that you definitely want to tap into because you can possibly, get forgiveness, right? And I don't know about you, but I've had over $30,000 worth of student loans on my personal credit report because of, just not being educated on just finances and how they like to manipulate us, especially persons of color, when we go into, rather these like community colleges or these actual big schools, okay? So there's only 3 schools that have been like put up under this lawsuit. So there was a lawsuit that happened back in 2019, all right, where this was right before the pandemic, where students was actually saying that these particular schools was actually defrauding them, which means they were scamming them out of having a great, like their actual, going through school, you know what I mean? And so there's only about, I think it's about 200,000 students that fall up under this category that are actually getting their student loans forgiven. So this is not a student loan forgiveness that is like nationwide. If you have went to schools like Concord or other for-profit institutions that actually took money from you and actually, or put you through the whole financial aid situation, and now you owe debt, the school closed, all kinds of crazy stuff, then you are eligible for this this forgiveness. Okay, it's $6 billion in total that they are forgiving the student loans up under these 3 particular schools. Now, in the articles, they didn't name any of the particular schools. I know one of them, I believe, was like ITT Tech or one of those technical institutions. But any of those schools that you guys attended that actually closed down, and it was a for-profit institution, which means you had to pay up front, pay for application fees and different things like that. It wasn't a community college or it wasn't like a university. Then you are eligible for this opportunity, okay? It's 200,000 students they have, total that was up in this lawsuit, but I'm pretty sure it's more than 200,000 students out there that have been defrauded as far as in getting signed up for their education, okay? So that's how that student loan forgiveness program goes. But at the end of the day, you guys do not want to wait on pretty much like, the government to forgive your loans, okay? Because it could take you years for that to happen. As you see, these people filed this class action lawsuit back in 2019 before the pandemic happened, when we had a whole nother president, right? So now that we went through the pandemic situation, and honestly, through that, I really thought that they was going to forgive all student loans at that point because we was like inches close, right? And if you were able to actually put in that application, which I actually did, through the I think it's through like the FAFSA website or whoever your loan servicer was for your student loans, or if you went through like the actual Department of Education app, you were able to put in your information, your personal information, and the years that you went to school and the school institution, and they was able to calculate about how much you would get forgiven. And then that was an application that actually the Biden administration, they came up with, saying that we can possibly get all of our loans forgiven. Well, that's still in the works, but the only breaking news right now as far as in student loan opportunities is if you went to a for-profit institution like Everest, ITT Tech, there's like Concord, I think. There's so many, AI Tech, there's so many different technical institutions or just actual trade schools that people went to get their education, and they have been frauded because they took money from them, or they overcharged them, or charged them different fees for different applications that they weren't supposed to, things like that along the process to get started. Also, a lot of those for-profit institutions, they actually closed down, all right, due to them not doing good business. So if you are one of those people, you definitely want to visit the Department of Education so that way you can get your student loans forgiven. Now, they actually started sending out newsletters emails to all of you guys starting March 31st. So this has been going on since the end of March. So if you check your email, see if you are one of the 200,000 individuals that gets that forgiveness, okay? Also, another article that I saw that was recently posted was a $4.7 million lawsuit that is actually going on, that actually students will get their money back from them being scammed by another financial institution. So it just seemed like going to school is just not the way. It's not the way, okay? It's not the way. So 78,000 people paid a place called College Financial Advisory and Student Financial Resource Center for them to be able to pay for them to sign up for different school opportunities. So they went through these organizations, these third-party organizations, and these third-party organizations told them that they would have to file for their financial aid through them in order for them to get qualified or for them to be eligible or approved to go to that specific institution. Well, needless to say, those two institutions, which is Financial Advisory and Student Financial Resource Center, those two institutions owe $4.7 million to all 78,000 of those students that they scammed. They actually took, application fees as well, and as well as a portion of their financial aid, saying that, they were going to actually pay the institution that they were supposed to go to, and they did not do that, all right? So they actually started receiving some of their checks around April 1st, okay? So if you are one of the people that actually use one of those third-party opportunities, it's called College Financial Advisory and Student Financial Resource Center. If you use either of the two, you'll be getting a check from that too. It just seemed like going to school, it's not like how they made it up to be like when we were in high school, right? Or, back in the early 2000s, late 90s. Oh, go to college. Like that was literally the next step. After you got out of high school, they literally pushed you to go to college as if you was really ready, or had the financial literacy to go to the next institution. No, it's not all what it seems to be. I know some amazing business owners that has never even stepped foot on a college campus, but is super smart and know how to, are problem solvers when it comes down to reality and actually getting things done. Okay, so you don't have to have a college education to be like this big business mogul. No, some of the greatest business moguls, they don't even have education like that. They don't even have college education. So I'm just letting you guys know that if you are in student loan debt, all right, let's do our actual due diligence and our best to remove the student loan debt. But aside from that, you don't have to go to college in order to be a great entrepreneur, okay? So I wanted to give you guys this really good information this morning because this student loan debt forgiveness thing has been going around, and I want you guys to have clarity on what it is. If you didn't go to a for-profit institution, and if your school did not close, okay, or if it's not one of the three main schools that is in this class action lawsuit, then you won't be eligible for that $6 billion forgiveness that they're talking about. However, if you did go to one of those schools, okay, you should check your email because they are giving out some money, all right? They're giving you all of your money back. They're actually forgiving it. So usually how it works is they would just forgive it through the system and you wouldn't see it on your credit report, or you would still have to go to the credit reporting agencies and just let them know that all of that information should be removed. You can call TransUnion, Experian, and Equifax and tell them that you were one of the students that was unfortunately affected by, the scam or the defraud, right? And then what the credit reporting agencies will do is they will actually investigate that on their end, which most likely get in contact with the education department. There you go. The Department of Education, sorry. And then they will come back to them and tell them, yes, you are forgiven, and all of those student loans should be removed off of your credit report, okay? So that's usually how that works. And that's also how that's going to work whenever they do forgive all student loans for all of us, right? So even if you aren't in this category, because I'm not, I actually went to a university school, okay, and had like a lot of debt. But if you don't fall into that category, then I still have high hopes that we will actually get at least $20,000 of our student loans forgiven. So that way we can have some more room on our credit and be able to do things that we need to do. Okay, so I hope this information was valuable. I'm actually going to drop this live so that way you guys can go back and watch it. It's really good. Really good information. And make sure you get ready if you are here in Lauderdale or if you are here in South Florida. Okay, I'm having a in-person workshop where we're actually talking about business development, the foundations, right, and all of this, like the tools and all of the things that you need in order to be bankable and also to help increase your approval odds with funding. Okay, yes, we're going to go over the 100K play. All right, we're going to go over the 100K play so we can talk about how you guys can get $100,000 worth of business credit cards and also business loans. And we'll also talk about grants, how I actually apply for grants and how I got a 71% success rate. So you guys can apply for free money, start running your personal credit and putting your business in debt before it even starts. Okay, so if you guys are interested, go on my story, just click on tap to get registered. Okay, it's only $99, so you can learn all this high quality education information. And it's in person too, so you get to meet me in person and talk to other business owners and just network. Okay, so super cool. Only have about 10 spots left open, so you guys want to get in ASAP. All right. So I love you guys. Have an amazing Sunday. Peace and blessings, and start your week off amazing. Okay, I'll talk to you soon. I'm about to go run. As you see, I got on my workout gear. The sun is out, so I'm about to hit the beach and go for a run. And I'll talk to you guys soon. Okay. Peace.